What is a real man? Let's talk about this topic today, because many people out there think that they know what a real man is. Because in their head, a real man is somebody that is strong, capable, angry the whole time, has muscles. But I'm going to explain to you, a real man is not always the man you would see outside with a Lambo, flexing his money. Talking about a real man is always also talking about his traits that he has. And if we look at every culture there is out there, there are always some traits that are coming with being a real man, a real masculine man. And in this short video, I'm going to show you these traits you should have to be seen as a real man, not only from other people, but also from yourself. Yes, being strong, being capable, having money is a very important byproduct nowadays, but always connected with the mindset of having these traits I'm going to explain to you right now. Let's get it. The first masculine trait every man should have is taking responsibilities for his own actions. Why? It is very important to know that as a man, we take responsibility for everything that is happening, but not only with our family, with our kids, but also with ourselves. So if something is happening to us, even though you know that it's not your fault, you will take the responsibility, because only then you can take control over your life. And when you have the control, you can also control who you want to be. What is the outcome of the whole thing that is going on right now? For an example, I always give the same example, but when it's raining outside, you can say, oh shit, the weather app is lying to me. But you could also say, fuck, I did not bring my umbrella, so it is my fault. I have to be the man. Next time I'm going to change it. Somebody is cheating in a test and gets a better grade than you. You should say it is my fault, because when I have the best grade that there is, he could not have a better grade than me. Just on the same level, even though he cheated. I know I did my best. So I have to work more, learn more, and study more. Always your fault. Always your control. Always your responsibilities. The second thing, before I'm gonna continue to talk, everybody that is triggered right now, especially as a man, should fuck himself. Like something is wrong with you. I don't even talk about being rich, being handsome, being this and that, being strong, having a six-pack. Fuck all of that. I'm just talking about masculine traits you should have as a man. I mean, there are women out there that have these traits, which is good. But that's the reason that they are masculine nowadays, because there are so many feminine men. So the woman has to take the responsibility, has to be the man in the relationship, has to say we go this and that, and you know, it's my fault, and I take the kids and I also do this and that. And that's just because man got weak, because of pornography, because of having no integrity, having no responsibilities, having no this and that, having no balls anymore, having no opinion, just do what their boss is saying to them. And that is a trait of everything but a real man. And that's why I explained to you what a real man is. In my opinion, if you want to say it so. But I think if you see in every cultural, traditional country, you just see that the people have the same traits. Even though there are some things they're doing different, the strongest man or the man that always seen as a real man have one of these traits. So the next trait that I already talked about is integrity. Integrity is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. And that is also very important as a man. Just because you're strong, having money, and think you are the man right now does not mean that you can just do whatever you want to do. You have to have morals that you live by. And these morals are also very cultural. Some people believe in this, some people believe in that, but it's always about protecting your kids, protecting your wife, providing for them, being the man, being strong, being capable. Does not mean that you cannot talk about your emotions, but that's why a brotherhood, having a brotherhood is so important. And if you search for a brotherhood, just join the community, and the link is for free. Everybody is welcome. We are transforming men into masculine warriors. So if you have problems right now with jerking off, with not knowing what a real man is, with not finding your purpose till now, I'm talking about mindset all the time. And if you want to have a free mindset course, just join the community. Back to the topic. The next thing after integrity and having morals and principles, bravery or just courage. So it is always about being willing to fight. There's so many people talking about you have to be able to fight, you have to be capable to fight, you have to be this and that. But it is way more important to be willing to fight than just to know how to fight. Yeah, it's also very important to have strength and be capable of violence. But if you don't even want to fight or have the courage to do it, you are everything but a man. I respect the man that is willing to fight always more than a man that is going to a taekwondo gym, doing kickboxing for 7 years, but is not able to defend his family because he's scared. The next thing every man should have is emotional control. Control. Why? Us as men, especially men that are very strong, capable, also capable of violence, have so much power within us that we have to control it. Or either way, people just getting hurt. And that's not the way of a real man. Because now you're not only thinking about yourself, you're thinking about your family, your kids, your wife, your mother, everybody. Because you're responsible of everybody. And now if you're doing some shit out there because you want to punch somebody in the bar because you're drinking too much alcohol and then going to the jail, it is your fucking fault because you have no emotional control. First of all, don't even put yourself in a situation where you have to get angry. But if you are angry, use that anger, because anger is just a powerful emotion, and put it into working on yourself. That's always what I'm talking about. Use anger to build yourself. Even if I'm not only talking about being angry, I'm also talking about you want to cry right now. Like, it is not about hiding your emotions, but it's also not about expressing them, like just crying in front of everybody. Because still, if you want to cry and if you need that emotional connection to other people, do it with a brotherhood. Join us. We will never judge you for crying. Everybody is crying sometimes, even the strongest man on earth. But there's a difference between us and people that can cry in front of a camera. Why? If you think about it, if James Bond right now, somebody that has already made it, status, already have all that money, is crying in front of a camera right now as a man, people will still respect him because he already is somebody in this world. But you as a nobody, if you're crying right now, everybody will just laugh at you, nobody will respect you, and you will never get a woman. Because they will see that you're just not stable enough emotionally. And that is a bad thing. So if you want to express your emotions, find a brotherhood just like us, talk to us, and let's connect. But before you cry in front of a camera and open up about your traumas, which everybody is going through, first of all, build yourself to a real man, to a man with success, to a man with the byproducts I talk about. Before that, have your emotional control and do not cry just because you feel like this and that. Everybody is feeling a certain way, but you have to be the strong man that is capable, that even though somebody is dying right now and your kids want to cry and your wife want to cry, you have to stay there strong and then cry with your boys after that. Because you're just a ship and you cannot sink. Because if you sink, everybody's sinking. And because of men crying nowadays, because everybody telling them to cry, is the reason for a feminine woman to become masculine. Because she cannot cry now. And that's the big part of being a masculine man. So have emotional control. Next thing. The next two things we're going to talk about are being able to provide and protect. So I just put P plus P here. And the next thing is also being capable of violence, or being strong, being a strong man. So I'm saying strong. Let's talk about the first thing. Way back then, men were out there hunting for their food without a discussion. This was the way to provide. The way to protect was being capable, being strong, being somebody that could fight for other people not to attack their family. Nowadays we have money, because money nowadays is a good byproduct because it's power. How can you provide for your family? How can you put food on the table? By having enough money. How can you protect your family? By not only being capable of violence, because you cannot go out and fight against other people and this and that. You have to have money. Because with money you have security, you can live in a nicer village, you have a nice house, you can have this and that. And that's why you have to have money nowadays. The next thing, we're still talking about being strong. Even though you have money, this and that, that's what people do not talk about of being a man and being a strong man. Is even though you have money, there are so many people, there are so many men that are strong, capable, have no emotional control, are not only capable of violence, but also want to be violent out there. So many men going to the jail, and people still telling men, you can just be emotional, cry the whole day and don't have to go to the gym. And when somebody is then attacking your family, assault your family, or broke into your house, what can you do about that? Because even though, yes, you have money, nobody gives a fuck about your security when you stand in front of a man. Nobody. You have to be the man that is capable of providing, of protecting your family in this moment. Know how to use a gun, know how to fight. That is very important for a man, and that is a real man. You are the superhero, not the villain. You do it just for protecting your family. And that is what a real man does. Nobody can comment in the comments now that, nah, this is not a real man. Real man should cry. Shut the fuck up. It is not about that topic right now. Cry if you want to. Tell your man to cry. But when somebody's happening right now, he has to have these traits, these 6 traits. So work on that. On every man, work on that. Be that man that is strong. That is what a real man is. But one thing you have to understand is that a real man is not about being somebody that just is rich. I know many people that are working a fucking hard job, and I would never say that my father isn't a real man just because he works a normal job. If he has enough money to provide for his family, if he's strong enough to protect his family, if he has morals and principles and go to 16 hours work shift to do everything he could to be the man he can be, he is a real man. And that is another thing, and I will make a video about this, is don't let pressure kill you. Even though you're not from the standards of the society or what I'm saying right now, making it, still build yourself and work towards that. Don't kill yourself now because you're 30 years old and think, oh shit, I'm not a real man because I'm a nobody. You are somebody if you believe in yourself. Please don't cry now. Don't be sad. Don't be angry. You see that something is wrong right now. You already make that realization in your head. Now change it. It is all in your power if you take the responsibility. You can stand now here and say, who the fuck is he? Who is he? He thinks he is somebody. Just because he stands there with a leather jacket and he got money, you don't know nothing about me, so don't talk about me. Don't be angry. Don't put the control over me. Push it to me. No. Take it back and use it. Be angry about me, about your fucking life, and change it. It's the only way to become a real man. Let's get it.